Okay, here are Rebecca's puppies again, from Mill Creek Family Farms, AKC Champion Line Cockapoos. These are our F1 Cockapoos. They're the only Cockapoos we do and the only Cockapoos we recommend. The first generation cross is the most reliable for being hypoallergenic, for a consistent coat, for consistent temperament. That's all we recommend. And our big thing, one of the big things that we do that's different from everybody else, is the fact that all of our parent dogs are from fully AKC registered and from heavily championed lines. So you're getting the best poodle and the best cocker, and it, as we believe, makes the best cockapoo. So these are our puppies. They're 11 days old. And they are just doing great. You can start to really see the wave in their coat. It shows up more the bigger the puppy is, it seems like, in these first little while. They're all healthy, all doing great, all have grown and gained from day one. We have one puppy that looks a little smaller, but he has still been vigorous and grown and gained from the very beginning, which kind of rules him out as necessarily a runt, but probably means he might just be a guy that takes more after dad and stays small. So anyway, there are two of the buffs are females, two of the buffs are males, and the same with the blacks. So this is a perfectly split 50-50 litter. You can see cute little face here. Their noses, the buffs' noses, all started out, you know, plain colored, about skin color, and then turned to the black, which is, if you've looked at our Pyrenees at all, the same thing that happens with them. Starts out pink and goes to black. You can see their foot pads and their noses are changing. Anyway, they're doing good. I was going to show the markings on the black puppies. Originally, when I sent out the email that the puppies had been born, we called two of them solid black and said that two of them had markings. Well, as they have gotten a little bigger, it has become apparent that all four of them have some white on them, although some of them are very little white. They all have at least a few hairs of white. So I was going to show you the blacks here. This is the one that has the least amount of white. Sorry, puppy. You can see it just right there on his chest. Just very little in the right there. It's hard to see. You got to get him at just the right angle, but he does have a very small spot of white on the center of his chest. Like I said, it's hard to see in this, but it becomes a little more apparent as he gets a little bigger. He is the bigger black boy, and he's one of the biggest in the litter. This is the little black boy, but like I said, still healthy and thriving and growing quickly. He's got, in fact, I'll have to check at the records, but I believe he's the only one to completely over double. He was the first one to over double his weight. So he's got a still small white spot there on his chest, and he has a little bit on his chin as well. So it's hard to do this one-handed, but you can see that little bit there. That little bit there, just right on his chest. So he's a strong, healthy little guy. And then here's our two black-colored girls. This is the one with the most white on her. You can catch that there's a tiny bit on her toes there on her back feet. And then she has a bigger spot here on her chest, a spot on her neck right there when she tips her head back. Right there. And a spot on her chin. So She has, look at that face. She has the most white of anybody. And then here's the other black female. And hers is going to be hard to show. She's got it right there on her chin. Probably maybe the most of anybody on the chin. And then her other spots are right under, oh, come on, sissy. Right on her neck. Right there, just a little bit. So I've had a couple of people ask me which puppies was it that had the white, and I've tried to explain about the size and the look of the white, but it's really hard to get that in a picture. So I thought I'd try and do it on video here. So there they are, 11 days old. They are getting to where several of them are barely, in fact, I think this one was one of them that you can see it on. Oh, you can't see it very well. We'll have to do it in a couple days. Barely starting to open their eyes, just the tiniest bit. That usually really gets going from about the 2 week to 2.5 week mark, with everybody having their eyes open before we pick in the 3 week time. But we're just starting to see the very tiniest bit of eyes. So might be able to look forward to at the 2 week pictures here in a few days, being able to see some open eyes. So that's it for today. They're doing good. You can still see they don't do a whole lot, kind of lay there in a pile together, but it'll be amazing how much that changes here in the next little bit. So okay, we better let Mama come back in. So there's our 11-day puppies from Rebecca's litter. Doing great.